All right, see you later. Right, so we're now going to go back into departure. So we need tickets now. Well, we just had a little bit of an issue getting our tickets up because the 4G signal just disappeared completely. But luckily there is Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi in the airport, so we've managed to get that hook onto it. But you have to open up a web page before it actually starts working. All right, so if you do that, you'd be prepared for that.
Good tip is to screenshot all of your tickets before you come.
Yeah, maybe screenshot before you come in, and then it's even going to be easier. But we're in the queue now. I think this is going to be quite a small flight with numbers of people, and it's on a Wings Air, which I believe is a prop-driven plane. Well, I say I believe. I know it's a prop-driven plane, so. Nice, interesting, new form of transport again, I suppose. It's an airplane, but it's an airplane with propellers. So. We're Mark and V, and this is our adventures. This airport's quite a tiny airport, really, as you look round. There are obviously not a lot of flights that come from here, come round. You know, it's really clean, tidy, and I'm well impressed. Really well impressed. It runs really quite smoothly. I don't know how many flights come in and out of here a day, but obviously not very many. So we've slightly over baggage allowance, and then we've got to come out of the airport and go downstairs somewhere. Oh guys, you're right. They've told us to go left. Down here there's a place where we can go. So downstairs, shops, restaurants, and hopefully the Lion Air office. So we'll go and have a look. So that's where we're going, and down these stairs here. And hopefully we're going to find the Lion office down here. All a little bit confusing sometimes because, you know, a little bit of a language barrier. Lion office. Garuda. Okay, so when you come down here, it looks a bit strange, but Lion Group, there we are. So this is the office we got to come to. So we're paying our money. It's a little, group of warrants down here when you come downstairs. So if you come to the airport early and you're a bit hungry, just go to the right of the main doors where you come in, and then you go downstairs. Okay, and we've just found out that you can't pay by cash if your baggage is over. You can't pay by card, pay by cash. You have to pay by card. So if you ain't got a card, you're a bit stuck. So it's worth knowing. We're flying with Wings Air. We flew yesterday with. I'm trying to think. Who did we fly with yesterday? Batik Air. Yesterday we flew, and there was a 20 kilo luggage allowance. So little things like this is well worth paying attention to. We failed there terribly. However, it's lessons, and hopefully us doing this will help you if you get in the same situation. So there we are. V's paid the money, and now hopefully it's just a simple process going back up and checking in, and we'll carry on down through.
I do believe it's your stuff that made me overweight though, Mr. Mark. So I think you owe me 310 grand.
Okay, so that's all paid, and we're going to now head back up. It's quite warm down here as well. No aircon at all down there, so it does get quite warm. So we're going to head back up now and hopefully go back to the check-in, and it's going to be plain sailing from here. A cafe just outside to the right of the main door as well. So there's plenty here. It's a small airport, but it's got everything you need.
Bit like Newquay.
Bit like Newquay Airport, if you know Newquay Airport. So we've checked in, and now we're going to carry on down. We had to pay 310,000 rupiah because we were 10 kilos that we had to carry in the luggage hold, which we haven't paid for. So, these things happen. Hey-ho. Okay, so as we come in, that's where you get your baggage checked. It's a little shop, a couple of little shops. And, like that one, dear. I don't know what sort of price the things are at the moment. I'd imagine you're going to pay a fair amount here. Some stickers. You can get your stickers for the van here. Pink Beach, Komodo. So here we are. Lots of other little shops in here. You can get your t-shirts. Seems like you got free gates here. I don't know, seating area there. So yeah, maybe. So there's gate 1, gate 2's there, so I presume gate 3 is going to be a little bit further down. So all the excitement continues today. Today's the day of excitement, isn't it? We just got down through to the gate, and over the tannoy they've asked us to come back to the check-in. So we're just wandering back to check-in now to find out what's the problem. So we'll go over here and find out if we're all okay, or if we're not okay, or I don't know. So we'll see now what's happening. Well, this is a point in the video where I'm going to have to really break away from the actual video, where I'm editing it now, as you can see, and explain what happened next, because obviously we couldn't film it. We went to the check-in, as you saw, and we were asked to go down to where the bags were. And when we got down there, they said there was something wrong with the bag that we checked in, and it was in V's name. We were hounded into a little room, and there were 3 guards there. And they said there was a table in there, and their English wasn't very good, but basically they said that there was a battery in the bag, and we had to remove it. Fair enough. So as we both went to go through the door at the back of the room, they held me back and wouldn't let me go through, and took V through, so we were separated. Now V went through. She said she was really scared. She said she was very tearful, and they took her down to where the bags were, and they were trying to find a battery that was in the bag. Now in the meantime, I was being held in this room, and I was trying to tell them that I needed to go with her, but they wouldn't let me. They sort of separated us. So we were separated for maybe 10-15 minutes, and it was quite worrying because the language barrier was difficult. But eventually V came back. She looked quite flustered. I settled her down. Obviously the flight was drawing near. So what we'll do now is we'll return back to the video where I meet back up with V as we're walking back up to catch a flight.
Did you have a flashlight? And I said no. So she showed me what I thought was the tripod. So I took that, I said, it's just tripod, no flashlight. He says, no, you have a flashlight. I said, I don't think so. I think maybe it's something else, but not a flashlight. Okay. So I don't know what he was looking at.
Okay, so
I said you can check all the bags if you want to, I don't mind. So then he went, don't worry about it.
Okay, well, just go around the edge,
Yeah.
So we've literally, well, we've just checked in once, haven't we? So we've literally been taken down because V was forced to check in her bag. And do we have to check in again, or can we just go around? Tell me, Cassie. We'll have to go back through here, won't we? Okay, so we've got to recheck in now. So basically it was because V had left a battery in her bag because we were forced to check in. So okay, so we're back. We just had to go through check-in again. What I was trying to say, Dan, was V got forced to check her bag in, and of course we hadn't really prepared our bags for check-in, and as a result, we had a battery in it. What are you doing, V? We got a board. They're boarding. Yeah. Yeah. V wants to eat, but they're boarding. Last call. At the end of the day, it was down to having a battery in our bag. We thought it because we leave iPhone AirTags in our bags just so we know where they are, and we thought it was that, but it wasn't. That's why they looked really weird at me when I sort of showed them a tag. They like just screwed their nose up. So anyway, we're on last call, so we're just gonna
they're still queuing up.
They're still queuing up, so we're not going to panic too much. There is no point in running around and panicking. Yeah, so we'll just come down through now and queue up and get on board the flight. So there we are. We're having a really eventful day today, aren't we? This is really our day of events. It's all been good, you know, everything's worked out, so there's nothing... Learning curve, yeah. Absolute learning curve. But, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Final little bit. Here we go.
Oh,
What's wrong?
wrong way. We have to go back up again.
Come on. Wrong way.
Oh,
Here we go.
it's backwards.
We're getting there. We're getting there. One finger, one thumb. So V's going to do a loop. Sorry, what was that, V? Well, close home. The heat from that engine is unbelievable. That is really, really hot. And yeah. Hello. How are you? And yeah, I hope so. Well, so we made it. We're on the plane. Well, this has got to be the hottest I've ever felt on a plane. We're absolutely melting here. You can see V's fanning herself here. And for some reason, we're not taking off when we're meant to. And we're just sat here on the tarmac, and obviously there's no cooling coming through on the airplane, and we are melting. We really are melting. But hopefully we'll be off in a little while. Otherwise, there'll be just two big pools of like water where me and V were. Well, we're still sat on the tarmac here. Hopefully we're going to take off. It's been about, what do you say, 15 minutes now?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 15 minutes we've been sat here waiting. I think we probably lost our spot to take off, so we're just waiting for it. Well, we don't know what we're waiting for really, but we're waiting to see what happens. Hopefully we'll take off. Means we're going to be a little bit delayed when we get to the other end. Almost out maybe an hour, but you know, it is what it is. And still looking beautiful out there. If I just look beyond V. Hopefully we'll take off in a little while. It is very, very hot. The aircraft's air conditioning is on now. It's blowing air, but cooler air, but it's hot. Well, they've reopened the doors, and I've got no real clue of what's happening. Just sat here on a tarmac, and it's getting really, really quite warm again now. I mean, all I gotta do is show you down through the plane, like everybody's fanning themselves now, and yeah, there's lots of people like looking disgruntled. But, to be perfectly honest, you know, it is what it is. And if they cancel the flight, they cancel the flight. We change the plans, you know. It's easy enough for that. We'll just have to see what happens. You know, at the very worst, we're going to lose a couple of hours today, travelling around that day. If not, you know, we'll discover a bit more of the plan tomorrow. Who cares? We'll find something. It's not a problem. So you have to keep on watching and see what actually happens, because we don't even know. But if you're enjoying it, give a video a like. If you like seeing me sweat, you know, and this is not smack from anything else apart from pure heat, give the video a like, eh? And if you want to see more of our channel, and you want to see more videos like us, you want to see more videos of us sweating, well, I suppose you don't really want to do that, but if you want to see more videos of us and more of what we're doing, you know, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends as well. I'm sure they want to see it as well. I really do. Well, we just had the door shut again, so fingers crossed. Oh, we're moving! Look at that, we're actually moving.
Hurrah!
So I think we may actually take off. Still time for it to all be changed. Oh dear. We're in the air, and not very much battery left either, so hopefully this battery will take us through to the next section. As you can see, it's quite cloudy out there, so really ain't much to see outside at the moment. Still quite warm on here, and quite noisy. Glad it's only a 45-minute flight, I think. It's an hour flight, isn't it? It's an hour flight, so time to close my eyes a bit and hopefully just get 10 minutes sleep, I think. Well, we're coming into land now, and V's filming a little bit out the window, and it's really, really rugged land. I'm going to sort of talk over the top of what she's filming. Just to show you there, V. Filming. We did a really sharp turn just now to come in and land, and I presume the runway's quite close, but we'll soon see. Anyway, enjoy the landscape as we're coming in. Well, I think we've gone round once, climbed again, and I think we're going in for a second attempt. Feels like we're climbing again.
Might be. Here we are. Maybe you're gonna circle back.
Circling for what seems like 10-15 minutes now, isn't it? Really don't know if we're stacked, waiting to land, if we're just going round in circles, pilot's lost the airport, I don't know. But it seemed to take an awful long time to actually land. So after maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes of just going around in circles, it looks like we're coming in. I think we heard the pilot say something about high winds, so I figure we're going to be in for quite a bumpy landing. Coming in now. Well, we did this just now and then gained altitude again, so we'll have to just wait and see what happens. It looks like we're actually landing. Shaking around a little tiny bit, nothing major there. But we've been at this point before, we've seen that little town just down there, you're looking at there. We've seen that little town before. So, it does feel like we're coming down now. certainly looks like we're going down this time. I think the rest of our day is sort of not going to happen because by the time we get picked up, get through the airport and everything, we're going to be heading towards sunset. So maybe we'll just head on to our accommodation. And here we are. It's going to be a big bump.
This is a bit fast.
That is going very fast. He's braking really, really hard.
Kids playing on the edge of the airfield.
Eh?
Kids playing on the edge of the airfield.
Well, it looks like he's got it under control and we're on the ground, so well done, pilot. I think he probably had some bad side winds he had to worry about. But, yeah. Welcome to Henday. Yeah, here we are in Henday. It is cooler. Quite pleasant, actually. Very pleasant. We're here at baggage claim. Hopefully V's bag will be on board after all the hassles we've gone through to get it. Well, V's bag did turn up, and then we got picked up by probably one of the best drivers we've ever had, a guy called Aries. And he was amazing. You're going to see him in the next video, and you're going to see him in a couple of videos coming up. He was a brilliant guy, and I just cannot rate him highly enough. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll see you in the next one, which will be very soon. See you later. Bye.